I did like the human side of your story with LeBron. You know, I wasn't in the U.S. when the whole move to Miami happened. I wasn't in the U.S. for that chaos. What do you think was the biggest thing that people missed from LeBron coming to Miami? You know, you share a few thoughts in the book that I really enjoyed. You know, the conversation you had, what were you trying to achieve. But what do you think people missed in that story? What do you think that, you know, people just didn't understand about that move and the big three?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot that that people didn't understand. I mean, as athletes, you know, when you're touted as one of the goods and the greats in the game, they say these are the things you have to accomplish. You have to get rings. You have to get MVP. Like, it's all these things. And so you can't knock someone for listening to that and going out and making sure that you put the best team around you to win. And so I think at that time, you know, I had won a championship at 24. I've been losing. I was tired of that. LeBron, you know, for 7 years, you know, he got close ones, but he was ready to like get over that hump.
Right.
Chris Bosh was an emerging star in Toronto, and he was ready to get a little bit more light, a little bit more attention. So I just feel like, man, just to be young and to decide as young men that we want to do this as friends. And we understood at that moment that we were shifting the culture of what the NBA was.
Yeah,
at that moment.
It will never be the same.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
player empowerment. That's what that move was about.
Your life has been one that is filled with both tragedy and triumph. I can't help wondering if that's why you've been as dedicated to your family as you have been. You know, it feels like Dwayne Wade has gone like, I want to win championships on the court, but I want to win championships at home as well. And, you know, I see that, you know, with, for instance, your son Zaya, who's playing in the game now. Yeah. I've seen your face light up when you watch him and when you play against him. And I've also seen, like, the journey that you've been on with your daughter and just, like, talking through the challenges of having a child who's trans and learning about it. And I want to know a little bit more about that. Everyone thinks the journey to understanding trans people and the conversation happens overnight. It wasn't overnight for you.
No.
And you had to learn. If you were to talk to another parent out there, or somebody who just goes like, Dwayne, this is wrong, I don't get it. What helped you to begin to understand so that you could be the best parent to her?
Well, I think when things happen personally to you, when you have a personal connection to something or someone, you take it a little bit more serious. But when it happens to you, you have to look it in the face. You have to, you know, right on. Like my daughter looking at me across the table. This is something I need to deal with, right? In the sense of, I don't know everything, you know, and as a parent, you want to make sure that when your kids come to you, you have answers. You know what I mean? You have the right words, you have the right, you know, support, whatever it is, you have the right motivation. And so at that moment, I had no answers. The only answer that I knew and that I had, that this was my child. I love him and I hate the pain that my child is in.
Wow.
Right? You know, seeing the pain of, you know, not being able to feel, you know, confident and comfortable in who you are.
Right.
You know, you don't want to see no one live like that, no one you love.